Hello, my name is Mira Hoffman. This is a part 2 of our yoga series for back pain. We'll be focusing again on the low back with some different moves that you can do to help with that area. So going ahead and laying down, getting nice and comfortable, we're going to bend the knees, bringing our feet on the ground, and you want your feet about hip width apart and not too close. You don't want to be super close to the butt, just like a nice comfortable space. Your hands are going to be facing down and your arms are alongside of the body. So go ahead and just begin by kind of tucking the shoulders back and down, and we're going to begin to inhale and roll the back up, pushing into the hands and pushing the hips up to the sky. So you can see that I have a nice line here, just a nice angle. This is called Setu Bandhasana, or bridge pose. So as you hold this pose, just really taking some nice deep breaths, holding for as long as feels comfortable for you. If this is easy and your shoulders are a little bit more open, you're welcome to clasp the hands underneath the back, and then you're going to slowly work to roll the shoulders open a little bit more, pushing more into the feet. But if you're comfortable here, stay there. I really encourage people to listen to their bodies. The goal is to not aggravate any conditions, but to help them. And when you're ready, you can exhale, slowly lowering the back down, rolling it one vertebra at a time. And when the hips are down on the ground, we'll inhale and bring the legs in. This is just a nice counter stretch, just holding and pulling the legs into the back, into the chest. And rolling and rocking from side to side. You get a nice little massage. You can even make a little ovular shape to target different muscles, just wherever feels good. Super yummy move. So just rocking from side to side, really just exploring this movement, finding any areas that are kind of tense or tight, seeing if you can adjust your rock to really target those areas. If you want, you can also make some circular kind of ovular motions with your legs, really working into that low back and the upper glutes, getting some nice relief. And when you're ready, we'll begin to make our way up to a seated position. So you're welcome if you want to just bring the knees to one side and then roll over and come up, or you can rock straight up. So whichever one is comfortable for you. I'm going to rock up because that's fun. So now that you're in a nice seated position, we're going to untuck any flesh from underneath your sits bones. This just gives you a nice firm base to sit on. We're going to tuck the toes back towards the head, and again, just engaging the front of the legs. And we're going to carry that length in those lines all the way up into your spine. So go ahead and inhale and just press into your hands and really just trying to straighten your spine. For some of you, this may feel like a lot of work because we're used to just kind of slouching. So really trying to engage the muscles of the back to really lengthen the spine. We'll inhale, reaching the arms up above the head, really trying to stretch up as far as you can. And then exhale, bending from the waist first, and then the mid back, and then the upper back. Letting the hands fall wherever they fall. So if you can reach your ankles, that's great. If you're just at your shins, that's fine too. Really just wherever you are, letting your back come towards your legs. So I'm keeping the toes active here and beginning to really bring all of my awareness into my breath, feeling the sensations of this stretch. This is called Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend. So as you stay here and continue to take those nice relaxing breaths, you'll notice over time that you start to get like even just a millimeter closer as your spine begins to relax, as the muscles in your back begin to relax. And that's great. You can kind of pick up that slack if it feels comfortable by bringing your hands out a little bit further. And again, just holding the pose as long as feels comfortable. And when you're ready, we'll inhale the hands up, reaching all the way up again, and exhale them back. We're going to do a little counter pose into inclined plane. So turning the fingertips away from the body. We're going to inhale and just press into the heels, press into the arms, and let the head come back. If it does not feel comfortable to extend the head, you can keep it looking down towards your toes. So really just a nice straight line here. Taking a nice deep breath and exhaling, bringing the hips back down. We're going to come into a little variation of Paschimottanasana to work on some of those other low back muscles. So I'm going to fold my left foot in, bringing it to the inside of my thigh. Now for some of you, you may not be as flexible, so really just wherever you can bring your foot to the inside of your right leg. We're going to inhale the arms up, and then exhale, we're going to twist just a little bit to bring my right hand along that right leg, and my left hand is going to come working towards the toes. Now you can see that I'm not able to reach my toes. I could if I wanted to take this pose deeper, but really what I'm focusing is feeling this nice stretch all the way from my low back up into my spine, opening up the rib cage, and I'm just kind of twisting. So working to keep the arm above the ear, really just using my bottom arm as leverage to kind of twist open. This works the QL, quadratus lumborum, which is a big muscle involved in your low back. And when you're ready, inhaling, coming up, and exhaling the hands down. We're going to switch sides. So extending the left leg, we'll bring the right foot in. Again, just playing with the position wherever is comfortable for you. Inhaling, both arms up. And exhale, we're going to twist to bring the left hand to the inside of the left leg and the right arm towards those toes. So really keeping that twist motion, trying to keep the arm above the ear and working to get a nice lengthening all the way on the outside of the right side. Breathing deeply here. And on your next inhalation, coming up, extending the arms and exhaling the hands down. So that was a little twist in our forward bend. Now we're going to do Ardha Matsyendrasana, and that is our seated spinal twist. So keeping the left leg extended, I'm going to take the right foot and step it to the outside of the left leg. I'm going to bring my right hand behind my body and really just pushing to extend my spine up straight. You want a nice straight spine. You don't want to be like leaning into your hand because you're not going to get the full benefits of the twist. From here, I'm going to inhale my left hand up, and exhale, I'm going to work to bring my left arm to the outside of my right knee. Now, for some of you, this may be a pretty intense stretch. If that's the case, just stay here. Really, yoga is about working with your body wherever it's at. I always encourage people, the most important thing is to do the pose as feels comfortable for your body, not to push it or to injure it. If you want to take this stretch further, you can continue to look over your right shoulder with your head, getting a nice full twist of the spine from the low back, in through the mid back, and up into the neck and shoulders. If you want to take it even one step further and create a bind, you can loop your left hand through the hole in your legs and bring your right hand around your back to meet it. Again, continuing to take nice deep breaths throughout your poses. And releasing your hands if you took the bind. We'll inhale, just kind of come up and reset. Exhale the hands down. Switching sides, extending the right leg. I'll bring my left leg up and over. Bringing my left hand behind me. I'm going to really push up to activate and straighten the spine. And inhale the right hand up towards the sky. Exhale, beginning to twist over. So again, just stopping wherever feels natural for you. If this is it, if this feels really good and yummy, stay here. If you want to take it deeper, you can begin looking further over your left shoulder, or you can come into the bind. So putting the right hand between the legs, the left hand comes out to meet it as we gaze over that left shoulder. So really trying to keep the spine straight and erect as we twist and pivot at each vertebra. Breathing deeply. And when you're ready, releasing the bind, we'll inhale both arms up and exhale the hands down. The last pose that I like to come into to help with the low back is actually just child's pose. So rotating around so we come onto the knees. So coming up onto the knees, we're going to extend the arms out, really reaching out as far as you can, kind of walking those fingertips away from you. And then exhale, letting the head come down to the ground. And letting yourself just relax in this forward fold. For some of you that may have a larger chest or a larger abdomen, you may want to just separate the knees out a little bit more if that feels more comfortable and makes some more space for you. But either way, having the knees kind of more tucked in towards the midline or a little bit further out, letting your whole back relax. Breathing deeply, I'm getting a nice stretch into my shoulders and arms, all the way down the back. And you'll notice over time, after your muscles start to relax, that maybe you can creep out a little bit further. It's a great way to decompress the spine and relieve tension on the low back. And when you're ready, just slowly beginning to walk the hands in. And inhaling, we'll bring the head up last. So really just kind of tucking the tailbone, rolling and stacking each vertebra, coming up nice and slow. So that was part 2 of our yoga series for back pain. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel so you can watch parts 3, 4, and 5, where we have more great techniques to help you feel better in your body. Again, my name is Mira Hoffman, and you can find out more about me and my practice at mirahoffman.com. Thank you.